All right, we should be on live. And the coolest thing just happened with my Seestar S30 Pro. Hope everyone is doing well tonight or this morning, depending where you're watching from. Let me know where you're watching from, actually. And let me know if you are imaging tonight. Something super cool. Let me get my Seestar back on there, or my imaging. So something super cool just happened with the Seestar, guys. So I'm using, obviously, the S30 Pro. You're seeing it on your left, and then you have the Dwarf Mini on the right. Let me get all the technical stuff, make sure everything is okay. Before I say what happened with my Seestar S30 Pro, that was kind of cool. It was totally misaligned for some weird reason. And I was flipping out before I got on. But good evening, everyone. Awesome. Let's see who's on. We had Craig Campbell. Oh, where's my chat? Hold on. There we go. Craig Campbell, absolutely on. Shout out to my channel members. Craig Campbell, Stealth as well is on. Which one will win tonight? Jim Carter is on, another channel member. Thank you so much. Absolutely live comparison. Yes, glimpse into space. Oh, first of all, before I start saying, let me, before Orion leaves the night sky, guys, we're gonna do Orion comparison on both of these, and I think we're all gonna be pleasantly surprised. I want to start these at the exact same time. Because Orion is leaving the night sky. This might be my last week or two to even try and get this, so we're going to try. Right now, I believe the Dwarf Mini is on Capella, on a star, but I want to see this comparison on Orion on both of them, because it's only going to be kind of high in the sky enough for a little bit, and then we'll move on to another target. But I think this would be a nice comparison because it's one of the best targets, of course. Let's let the Seestar and the Dwarf do their thing. Dwarf is calibrating right now. What's going on? Digital Dawn back in the house as well? Dragon Boy is back. Good evening, Brian. Whoa. And welcome, JE, to the Discord. Someone just signed up to the Discord. Welcome, welcome. Wonderful. So this might be the most unfair comparison ever. Ever, ever, ever. Because we do know that the S30 Pro has the better camera, the better sensor. But it's still going to be fun. It's still going to be fun because I do think each scope, I've been using the Dwarf Mini now for, oh geez, several weeks. I want to say 6 weeks or so. And it has truly impressed me. And I will mention some of my favorite things about the Dwarf Mini and some of the stuff that I really love about the S30 Pro. But yes, Digital Dawn, that's it right there. We need a real life comparison. I'm in Bortle 8 skies, as most of you know, super light polluted skies. We do know the S30 Pro has better specs, but it's nice to see a comparison. So something kind of cool about the S30 Pro, I'm assuming all Seestars will do this, but I don't think I've seen it too often, is that for some reason, I'm first of all, let's be clear here. I am not doing equatorial mode tonight, unfortunately, only because as usual, I have 10-mile-per-hour winds. My wind gusts are 10 miles per hour, so I'm just like, forget it. I'm just gonna do alt azimuth. And so the cool thing that I wanted to say since the beginning that I started the stream, is that the S30 Pro, I had aligned it perfectly using my leveler, the adjust leveling, and I got it as close to like 0.0 leveling as I could. It was like 0.2, which is great, which is fine. But for some reason, I always will still sync my Seestar S30 to a star before I start imaging, to 1 or 2 stars, like on kind of opposite sides or far away from each other. And I'll hit sync in the, right here where it says sync. I'll always do that, right? So I went to Sirius. I went to a star. It was Sirius. And I started doing that before it even got dark enough. It was like literally probably 10 or 15 minutes before I started the stream. This is why I'm starting a little bit later. I'm starting it a little late because it's just not dark enough. Like at 8 p.m., it's literally 8 p.m. Pacific time where I am. It's still literally not dark enough. It's not even dark enough right now, you could say. I mean, it's dark, but you know, not where like it's perfect imaging dark. So, and I'll show you why. You see my sky guide map, star map right there. The sun is still literally setting. It's like hasn't even gone below the horizon. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I had leveled it perfect, but I started trying to image or point it at a star before it was dark. And it completely failed. It couldn't find the star. And then when it did find finally the star, it was completely off-centered. And I went back to check my leveling and it was still perfect, pretty near perfect. And I decided to stop stacking because it wasn't even centered, go to the star again, and then the S30 Pro had the little thing that says performing horizontal calibration, and it was saying all this stuff like, this, you know, it literally had like, it is off-centered. I should have taken a screenshot, but it's like, it was off-centered, literally said that. This will take 2 minutes to recenter. Like it knew everything was completely off for some reason, but lesson learned, I don't like to start imaging before it's too dark. Like I just gotta wait till it looks decent dark. Doesn't have to be perfectly dark, but just enough to where there's a couple more stars in the sky that I can see besides a planet, besides like Jupiter and Venus or something. But anyway, that was pretty cool because I was worried I was gonna have technical difficulties and that I had to start the stream late, that I had to go outside and try to re-level for no reason because it was leveled already anyway. That's just what I wanted to say about the S30 Pro being awesome. Oh, Oh my goodness. Thank you, Dawn. No wonder. I'm like, what's happening? What's happening? No, my filter is not on. I knew something was off. No. I have to stop this. Okay. Thanks, Dawn. I knew something was off. I'm talking and talking and talking, and this is just not. Let's do this. I'm like, why is it not popping out gorgeous like I know it should? Oh. Is it going to get it? All right. 15 seconds, 60 gain on the Dwarf Mini. Thank you, Dawn. Took me a while. Took me long enough. This was like 10 minutes here. I wasted 10 minutes. Hey, Autopilot, thank you for joining tonight. Craig, I always let, so my usual routine is to open up the what is it? Open up the lens. I open up the lens almost all the way, not fully up, but I'll open it like about this much. And then once I open up, because when you hit open lens, it'll just go, it's closed and then it'll just go to here. But then I'll go into scenery mode and I'll open it to like right here. And then I'll start to level it with the little leveler. I'll start to level it, get it as close to 0.0 as I can. 0.3, 0.2 is fine. I'm happy with that. And then I have it on doing its horizontal calibration already on, and that's all I do. And then I'll make sure and go to a star. Any star that you can see with the naked eye, I'll just grab one or two and I'll sync it. I always sync it. And just to make sure that my star is going to be centered, that everything's good, nothing's off. And yeah, that's it. And then I'll start going to targets. I do that every single time before I live stream, and every single time, on my own too. I think some of you guys do know that usually when I start my stream, sometimes I'm already on a star and stuff like that. I know. I always forget. You know what? It's not easy to run more than one scope on the streams. I know like sometimes people are like, just do several scopes. It's hard. It's hard to do two as it is. And I'm just like, and sometimes the filter will come on automatically. So you know what? I don't know why it didn't tonight on the Dwarf. But maybe because I don't know. I was trying to do a star first. I'm not getting a good one on I just did Orion like 2 nights ago, and it was really good, but I can't get a let me stop this on my Dwarf. What a bummer. It's not grabbing anything right now. I don't know why. This is the first time. I just want to redo this. Glimpse into space. My Seestar, I've been doing this forever. With any Seestar I'm using, it's exactly, let me zoom in on the cam. Well, if you can see it on my camera there. I always have the front of it with all the dots facing north. I read that somewhere from ZWO as a tip. I always, whether I'm doing alt azimuth or equatorial, I always have this facing north, the panel, the front lights, always. And then I level. Oh, I wanted to start both of these Orions at the same time, but it is what it is. I know, Jim. I feel like sometimes this is happening to me now on both the Dwarf and the Seestar. I think it's on, and then what is it? One of the last live streams, like a month ago or something, I was trying to do Thor, and I didn't have the. After the stream was over, I realized that somebody mentioned something like your filter wasn't even on. That's why we couldn't see anything. I was like, what is going on? Yeah. Hey, Brian, watching from Oregon. Awesome. Okay, okay, the dwarf is now stacking finally. That was odd. That was odd though. Okay. Okay. Good, good, good. There you go. You can see Orion's belt right there. Right there. Cool. We got 38 people on. Make sure you hit the like button if you're loving this, guys. Okay, much better, much better. Good evening from Maryland. I love Maryland, by the way. I've only been a couple times, it's been years. Loved it. Adrian saying there is a clear winner already. So yeah, I mean, we have to understand that this S30 Pro has better specs, like Don was saying earlier. Like, I mean, it has a better camera, but you know, the Dwarf Mini does its thing. At the same time, we have to remember that the S30 Pro is like $200 more than the Mini. And the Mini is like as small as a phone. Like it's so small. It's so tiny. It just doesn't have the same specs, but it's an insanely awesome travel scope. And I do think that the Stellar Studio, though, the AI denoise in Dwarf, in general, in Dwarf, I do think it beats Seestar denoise. I can't even believe I'm saying this because you guys know I love the Seestar. That's all I've been using 99% of the time on this channel, but I do have it with the Astro filter. I see your message, Penny. What is going on? Why did my filter turn off? I'm so sad. We are truly live. Anything can happen. Why does it look terrible? Oh. It's been stacking every single image with no light pollution filter. Thank you so much, Penny White. I'm barely glimpsing at the chat here and there. I'll catch up, but that really stood out to me. Okay, guys. We were just saying the filter is crazy, like not doing automatic thing on whether it's the Seestar or the Dwarf. Like, okay, last chance before literally Orion is setting already. Like, it is not. Yeah, it is not that high in the sky right now. It is barely a little bit above the crescent moon right now, which is not that high. And it's keep in mind, guys, that my Orion is in a part of the sky where I never like to image during the spring, late into the spring, because it's in a terrible part of the sky for me. Like, but it's looking gorgeous on the S30 Pro right now. That's not bad. Okay, the dual band filter is on. It is starting over. It is stacking all over again. Hey, Ted Severns. What's going on, Ted? Goodness. Okay. 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 Come on, it's stacking. We're doing this. We're doing this. Yes, I will. I need to move the chat, guys, because it's kind of a little bit in the way, but we will definitely see the denoise version for both. Absolutely. We will absolutely do that. And actually, that's why what I was saying about what I think excels beats the Seestar is the denoising. I think it's phenomenal. I really think the Stellar Studio is amazing. That's I have like top 3 or top 4 things for Dwarf Mini that I really like. And one of them really being the AI denoise. I think it's just really good. And I had heard people say that people that have both Dwarf and Seestar, I've heard them say that the Dwarf has a better denoise, and I'm like, no way. But that was just me saying that without having a Dwarf. So That was just me being biased without no real. But you know, because I didn't have a dwarf. But now that I have a dwarf, I can confirm the AID noise is wild good. I really think so. Okay, stars are pretty near as perfect as we can have round on both the S30 Pro and the Dwarf Mini. So the S30 Pro has been stacking almost 100 images, 0 ignored. Do you guys see that? The Dwarf Mini, we know it just restarted everything again, but it stacked everything. It hasn't failed any stacks. Stellar Studio is wild good, Penny. Absolutely. Man, I'm telling you, it's. I'll show it in action. I'll show it in action. I'll show the Stellar Studio because it's something else. It's something else. Ted Severns, channel member as usual. Thank you, Ted. And we have Neon Blowfish, channel member as well, back in the house. What's going on, Neon? Thanks for joining again. Okay, I just want to check if it's still super windy. How windy is it right now? We went down to 9-mile-per-hour winds right now. Okay. And it is 66 degrees outside Fahrenheit. Okay. So that's not bad. And we're doing 15 seconds on the Dwarf Mini. I always do 15 seconds no matter what. You know what? I haven't even done my curves on here. Let's do dynamic background extraction. Oh my, Seestar. Did you guys see that? I just turned on dynamic background. The core is really bright right there on Orion, on the S30 Pro. I just really like the colors. So what I love about the noise on the Stellar Studio, the colors are so nice. For the colors of the stars too, when there's different color stars, the noise looks completely different on both scopes, on the S30 Pro and the Dwarf Mini. It just looks different. So keep in mind how good both of these look right now. So good. Both of these look so good. We have no stacked fails on either one. Guys, I'm hearing so many different things with the Seestar. I just want to know what you guys think that are on. We have a lot of people on right now. Those of you that have Seestar, I'm talking about like in the forums and on, like, people seem to be divided between loving the S30 Pro and not loving the S30 Pro. I don't know what's going on, but people are saying they can't find ever the moon. They can't ever find the sun. They can't. All of their imaging fails. There's no stacks. there's all these stacks failed. I'm like trying to figure out why is this stuff happening, because I live in terrible skies. I constantly have wind gusts to battle with. I might have a lot of clear nights, but I'm always battling with wind. And as you can see right now on the Pro, I have no stacks failed so far, and I'm not even doing equatorial. This is crazy good. This is crazy good. And a lot of people say they do prefer the dwarf over the Seestar, because the dwarf won't fail stacking, which I do think that's another huge plus with the dwarf, I have to say. You know, never absolutely perfect. No smart telescope is perfect. No telescope is perfect, but that's another huge plus about dwarf, is that stacking rarely fails. But the Seestar does fail more often. But I just want to say, when you have nice, decent conditions, you're like I have right now, it's not even perfect because I have wind, but both of these guys are running really well. These guys are running really well. I don't know if I'll go into Rosette, only if the majority of you really want it. I did Rosette last live stream. I didn't do Rosette on the S30 Pro, but I had my last live stream was live with Dwarf Lab themselves, with an expert from Dwarf Lab. If you haven't seen that, check it out. I did Rosette. Looked insanely gorgeous. Insanely gorgeous. Looked amazing. Check that out. I don't know if I'll do Rosette tonight unless you guys really want me to do Rosette. If not, we'll do Galaxies or something else. But these scopes definitely excel with Nebulae. For sure. Digital Dawn. Fainter. Near the bottom. Oh. Wow, what a great eye. Let me zoom into both of these a little bit more. You know, you can see Running Man though you can see Running Man pretty good right here. Here we can't see it yet, but I know it'll pop out. We just gotta wait because this one started. This one didn't start that long ago. I do wish that the dwarf had a little timer thing like it does here, like how many minutes it's been stacking. I do wish that this had that. I really, really want that. I do love that it has the temperature, like the camera sensor temperature here, and then how much memory I have left in the device. I do love that. I love that it has that, and my time, my local time. I love that. That's what I'm saying. They both have their thing. They both have their thing. Hey, Astro Emma. Glimpse is saying no issues in tracking S30 Pro. Yes. Yes, Neon. Yeah, so yes, Dwarf just announced a brand new. They're going to release like a professional grade Dwarf. I don't know if that's going to be the Dwarf 4 or what, but they are going to do that. Oh, somebody pointed out to me that now the brightness, this little feature when you're adjusting on your Seestar, it doesn't time out anymore. It's that must have gotten fixed on the last update, but it just stays there forever unless you click, which I think is great that they did that. I think people were asking for that. But yeah, it's pretty cool that Dwarf is going to come out with a professional grade scope. I wonder how it's going to look, if they're going to keep that same look that the Dwarf has, which I really like it. I really like more than the Dwarf 3 look. I like the Dwarf Mini look with the swivel lens like that. I'm curious, and I'm now wondering if the S50 Pro and the Dwarf 4 or the Dwarf whatever it's going to be will come out around the same time towards the end of the year. That should be very interesting. Huge competition. Huge competition. Buster is saying it's going to come out end of the year. Did that get confirmed? I know they said end of the year or early next year. Yes, for the price, the Mini does a great job. Jetsy Girl with S30, amazed with Thor's helmet. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, Running Man definitely popping out a lot on. I know eventually it'll pop out on the. I wish I would have started stacking them normal at the same time, guys. Sorry for all the technical issues. Or on my end, that was me, my own technical issues. Yeah, I'm so curious what they're gonna do with the because you know what, this is what's gonna be a major thing. If the Dwarf professional version is a bigger aperture, bigger, longer focal length, like all of that, if that's people are gonna want to get that more than this S50 Pro. The S50 Pro is just gonna be a better camera. Like, come on, can they just jump to the S70? That's just like my biggest frustration with this is like, we want them to already just jump to the S70, but that's not going to be until probably the end of 2027 is what I'm guessing. If the S50 Pro comes out at the end of this year, then the S70, and by that point, who knows, the Dwarf 4 or whatever it's going to be called might be 70 millimeter aperture. Like, I mean, it really might be. I don't know. Maybe I'm dreaming too much, but yeah, I just like, yeah. Here's my tip, Glimpse. Get them into it too, and make them love it so much that they want their own little scope as well. Whoa. The Dwarf has more rounded stars. Okay, let's take a look at that. Oh, wow. Interesting. I think you're right. I think you're right. Wow. Glimpse. That's a nice eye. You guys have, goodness, good observation. Oh, this is gonna be good when we denoise. Okay, I'm gonna denoise, but first let me run a poll before we move on to another target. I'm curious. I'm curious. What do you guys want to do? Because do we need to have both of them now on just two different objects, or two different objects, or the same object, something else on each, like the same one? I gotta do a poll. Hold on, I'm trying to start this poll. Oh, too long. Hold on. There we go. It wasn't letting me. I wrote too long. Okay. What are we doing, guys? Next thing. This is completely anonymous. I don't know who's voting, and I don't know who's not, and I can't see people's names who vote. So it'd be great. The more votes we can have on this, the better tonight, please, because we have 60 people almost watching. Do you want the next target? Do we want the same object on both and do a comparison again? Or let's go to different objects, whatever it is, galaxy on one, globular cluster on one, nebula on one. What do you guys think? Before I'm about to denoise. So, let me see, Adrian. So here's what everybody says. So here's the specs and stuff. The S30 Pro is always considered better. Remember, $200 more than the Dwarf Mini. It has a superior camera. Supposed to have better resolution. Oh my goodness. Stealth Allen just donated 5 coffees. $25. That's $25. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Buy me a coffee, guys. If you're loving this stream, hit the like button. Let's go and buy me a coffee. If you want to donate, it's like a little tip jar, basically. If you're loving this and you want me to keep doing this. What's a cup of coffee these days? $5? Scan the QR code or see the links in the description for that. So yeah, Adrian, thank you so much, Stealth. You're always generous. Thank you so much. So like you said though, the mini, the dwarf mini seems to just have maybe signal to noise is better. That's why these, I mean, I don't know who's gonna win according to you guys. This is hard. Am I gonna cancel the vote, the poll? I'm gonna close the poll. Only 20 votes, and we have like over 60 people watching. I'm just gonna give it one more minute, and it looks like people just want me to do another same object on both. Coconut, thank you for joining. This is the S30 Pro. Yes. Neon Markarian's chain. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to end the poll. We're done. We're done. Same object on both. Oh my goodness, Stealth. I just saw you gifted 5 memberships. Oh my goodness. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you, Alan, Stealth. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so same object on both. And so now that you guys want the same object on both, Neon is saying Markarian's chain. So then what object next is my next poll? Can I add another option here? There we go. There we go. Okay, guys, so now I just need to know this. What do you guys want? Another poll. Another poll. Buster, you're talking about the S50 Pro? Oh, someone just bought 5 coffees? Who is this? Oh, Jim Carter. Thank you so much, Jim. So S50 Pro does exist, but it's not out. It won't be out till probably till about the end of the year. I'm catching up on the chat. Sorry, I'm a little late. I'm a little late. And please let me know on the poll, the next poll. Come on, guys. I have to know. We have a lot of people on. The more people that vote, the better. Just going to make this easier so we'll know what the majority thinks. Oh, so far, you guys want me to go to another nebula. Okay. I was not expecting that. And now I'll have the filter on. We should do good. Okay. Okay. It's time. AID noise. Even though we know that the S30 Pro has been stacking a lot longer, we're just going to AID noise. Is that okay? We're going to do it. 197 stacked, 6 ignored. The Dwarf Mini, oh, Jetsy Girl just bought a coffee. Thank you so much. We're doing this. Thank you. So S30 Pro has ignored 6 so far. This is wild interesting. And the Dwarf Mini supposedly ignored 2, but I don't think so. It's going to catch up. It might catch up in a minute or two. But I'm going to stop both of these. We're done, and we're going to denoise. I have to stop completely the Dwarf Mini and then hit denoise. This is going to be really interesting. The Dwarf Mini, not bad though. That looks pretty gorgeous. And I love the color of the stars too. The S30 Pro looks gorgeous as well. This is not going to be easy. Don't forget, guys, if you want a Dwarf Mini, Dwarf Lab has been kind enough to give everyone who watches this channel a discount on any dwarf. Use the link in the description, use the QR code. It'll be automatically applied at checkout if you want to get a dwarf. Now's the time. Use the discount code. 5% discount on anything in the Dwarf Lab website. Oh, why do we have a satellite trail? Guys, should I redo this? Like, what I mean is, wait. Okay, can this resolve itself? I'm gonna wait. Please, please, please go away. Please, please, satellite trail, go away. Okay, this one is done. I'm going to do an auto AI denoise. Oh man, the satellite trail is killing it, or a plane, whatever that was. Welcome everyone that's watching Wild Nature. You the explorer, new to astrophotography, welcome to the community. Ghost of Jupiter would be an awesome object. Thank you. I actually have that on my list to image this month. Glimpse wants fainter nebula. Hey Matt, thanks for joining. Horsehead. You know what? If I do something fainter or Horsehead, we're going to be here for a long time. But that's not a bad idea. We're just going to be here for a bit. What app? So I think Dwarf Mini is more for nerds. What I mean is, like, there is more on there. Like, there's more stuff to twinkle with, your gain. There's a lot of little settings that you can tinker around with. I love that about Dwarf. They're both easy to use, but I think the Dwarf has a bit more stuff to do in there. Epic fail on the S30 Pro. You know what? I'm not going to wait for this to resolve itself. Like, we got to keep going. We got to keep going. So I'm just going to AI denoise. Just pretend that satellite, whatever that is, didn't happen. Processing is done for the Dwarf. There you have it. Before and after. No, don't delete. Before and after. Running Man came out after all. Running Man came out after all. I do like, let me see if I can turn off that QR code. I do like that it has the auto. I use the auto and then the star correction. I use the auto, but it has star correction, denoise, and star removal. I do like that. Okay, let's zoom in. Thank you for your donation. Wild Nature wants Heart Nebula. Let me see if I can even see that from here. Okay, guys. Thanks, Wild Heart. Zoom in a little bit more. Wow, I mean, guys, this is pretty gorgeous on both. For Bortle 8 skies and no fancy post-processing, just literally the AI denoise. This is not bad. Wow. I mean, I still think completely unfair comparison because the specs on the S30 Pro are better. But the Mini does not disappoint. The Mini does not disappoint. And the Dwarf has only half of the subs of the Seestar. Okay, Penny, you're right about that. Wow. Wow. Adrian says because of less time on the Mini is awesome then. Wow. Coconut wants Eskimo Nebula. I gotta check then Heart Nebula and all these other ones. Let's see what we can do next. Jim says Milky Way coming up. North America, East Vale at 2:30 a.m. Ooh, wow. I know. I'm telling you, Jetsy girl, I'm telling you right now, like I've been completely surprised. I probably sound like a broken record by now, but I have been completely surprised by the Dwarf because I thought nothing of it before until I got it in my hands. It blew me away. It's blown me away. Not bad. And that's the thing. It's not bad for the price. Like this is $200 less. If you're just getting into it, if you want something even more portable, like you just when you thought it couldn't get more portable than the Seestar S30 or S30 Pro, the Mini is insane. Fits in your pocket. I don't know. Both of these just look both of these look great. The stars look really good on both. But I do feel like the Mini has more well-rounded stars. Funny. But kind of pretty near perfect also on the S30 Pro. Ted Severns. Well, if you're going to get one, Ted, whatever Dwarf you're going to get, or if you're going to wait until the new one, the new Dwarf professional grade that they're going to work on, use the QR code, use the links to get a discount. Okay, we're going to move on. I'm going to end the poll. Not even half of the people that are on voted, but I'm going to end the poll. I wish more of you guys would vote, but it is what it is. We're going to end the poll. And what won? Another Nebula. Okay. We got to make sure that what we're going to see will be visible. So okay. Let me look up Sky Guide. Hold on 1 second while I pull this up. Someone mentioned heart. I don't even know if I can see heart. I can't. I'm so sorry. I can't see Heart Nebula because it's northwest. It's blocked. It's blocked by apartment buildings. I cannot see that. I'm so sorry. That location is not good. What did someone else mention about Nebula? No, somebody said Eskimo? We can do Ghost of Jupiter. Which one is, I can't find Eskimo. C39. Thank you. Nope, nope. I need another name for this. Looking it up now. Eskimo Nebula. C39 NGC 2392 Planetary Nebula. Clown Face. Oh, that one is really tiny too. But it's west. It's higher. It's pretty high up. Like it's above Jupiter. That's not a bad target. Owl Nebula. Ooh. Owl Nebula. Oh, I don't know if I can see it. It's north, but it is high up, closer to northeast. Maybe. Okay. I have to do another nebula. Oh, Cone Nebula. That's kind of faint. I think that's actually a little faint. More faint, of course, other ones, but I rarely do Cone because it's not easy for me here. So if you want something faint, is it kind of getting low? It's a little low. Guys, oh, sorry, my Sky Guide is still off. Still on, I mean, okay. Okay, Jetsy, I'm gonna agree with you because I sometimes want the bigger scopes and then I'm like thinking the same thing as you. I can't be carrying it up and down deck of stairs and stuff. Like it's too much. I don't want to hurt my back or my neck. Oh, these beautiful stars. Beautiful stars already. Do I need to try this again? Where's my keyboard? Okay, it's trying to get there. Sorry, I was impatient. And filter. Okay. And I think we can go. Okay, gotta love the color of these stars. Gotta love that. That's interesting. Yeah, that would be a good comparison too. Yeah, I see what you mean. That would be that's a good one to try and do. But so many people are asking about Pro and Dwarf Mini. But I think it's because it's the latest one. So that's why I'm doing this tonight. But that's a good idea. This right here, you guys wanted something kind of difficult. This one is not easy for me out here. This target. I think I've tried it once ever on a live stream, but it's not easy. And at least it's higher than Orion, but it's never been easy for me to get this target. Anything in the west is hard, except when Orion is west, but that's because it's just so bright. And Rosette is very easy too. But Cone Nebula, not the easiest. We got the same plane or satellite trail on both of these passing through. Wow, you guys are saying maybe sell your S30 to get the dwarf? Adrian, I haven't done this, but someone was asking this in the Discord and people were giving some suggestions like I think Google Photos or something or Walmart prints. I've never done it though. It is hard. It is hard, Ted. Oh, stealth. I'm glad your astrolog is working great. You had a stealth. This makes sense to me what you're saying because you are stealth. You would have a VPN. Nobody could track you down. You are the master of obscurity, of undercover. Let me find all the synonyms I can for the word stealth. I'm glad it works. Ted, maybe try M97. This is Owl. Where is my astrolog? Because I gotta log this stuff in. Oh, I did Alt Azimuth. Clear. Crescent moon. Medium wind, 10 miles per hour. Humidity low. 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Dew heater always on automatically on the Dwarf Mini. I do like that the Dwarf has its own internal dew heater thing. Like, there is no on or off button. Just like on the S30 Pro, you can turn on your anti-dew or your dew heater. This one doesn't have that. I gotta add my image. Owl is super tiny, but it's so fun. From France, thank you. Thanks for joining. I'm starting to see a little bit of co-nebula, like the color a little bit on the Dwarf, but this is going to be rough, guys. Oh my goodness. Surfshark is going to be out of control, difficult. British Columbia. Awesome. Brian, thank you for joining. Guys, should I switch targets? Do you guys want me to switch? Something that we can see. I'm wondering, like Owl Nebula. I'm telling you, these targets are hard. Where is Owl? Owl Nebula is a very cute target. I know that sounds funny, but it is. I might be able to see that. It's more northeast than north. If it's too north, I can't, but it's. I'm looking at the sky guide and I should be able to. Brian Wilson says yes. What? S30 Pro filter is off? Oh, don't tell me this. Why? 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 Thank you. Why is this happening tonight? Ghost of Jupiter or Owl? Which one's bigger? They're both tiny. Pretty high up in the sky though. This might be good. I hope I can see that one. Okay, it found it. LP filter is on. I know, Kellen. Now I'm wondering if I should Kellen Bray, if I should do a globular cluster, because M3 is a really good one right now. I agree, Ted. Most nebulae are low in the horizon right now. They're getting lower and lower. So all the big good ones, at least. That's why I started out doing Orion as quickly as I could, because it's setting. Oh, we can already see Owl. Like a tiny is right there. I believe that's it. It's right there. Come on, Dwarf Mini, catch up. And I need, okay, duo band is on. Please stay on the Dwarf Mini. If you guys see it come off, please let me know. Anybody was able to get Comet Pan Stars? I know Craig put a great picture of it in the Discord. If you have, please share it with the community Discord. The Astro Room community is on Discord, and would love to see your pictures of Comet Pan Stars. Wow, we can see Owl Nebula already right here. And a mini galaxy. Okay, that was quick. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start stacking. Wait. Wait for Dwarf Mini. Everything okay? Everything okay? Start. Okay, this was a good choice. We can see something a bit more here with Owl Nebula. Owl Nebula versus, what's the other one? Ghost of Jupiter. I want to see which one. Ghost of Jupiter, what is it? C79? C74? What's the magnitude? I'm asking AI. Comparison. Ghost of Jupiter 8.6 to 9.0. Owl Nebula 9.9. Thank you. Make sure the filters are on. Why did it come off? Why did it come off? Ooh, coconut, does dwarf have labels? I had not even thought about that. Like the way this does on the S30? No, so it has labels on the feature where I was showing that in the last live stream last weekend with Dwarf Lab. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. We are turning on light pollution filter. Goodness. So what was I saying? So they have this augmented reality thing where the labels do show up, where you can, it'll literally show you your sky. And if anything is in the way, like with the camera will just show you, like if you're, you know, if you're looking at a tree or something, it'll just show the regular sky camera, and it'll have whatever you point it to, you turn on the this augmented reality thing where it'll show you all these objects will pop up, what's visible or what's not. That's where I see labels, but not like the way the Pro has this label. So yeah. But then again, it's like I wish the Seestar S30 Pro had that feature where whatever it's pointing to in the sky, I can see another camera pop up that will show me everything. Like, oh, there's a building in the way there. There's a tree, you know. And it'll have all the objects that are visible. It is very cool that the Dwarf has that. Didn't know how useful that would be until I saw that on the Dwarf Mini. We can already see Owl Nebula finally on the Dwarf Mini right now. Filter is on. Go for Sombrero Galaxy, go for Whirlpool Galaxy. Go for Markarian's Chain right now. Great, great, great. Maybe you've already done, those are the top of the top. Whirlpool and Sombrero are my absolute favorites right now. And Leo Triplet. Okay, you can see both. This is looking nice and cute. So what I was saying earlier, Owl Nebula, Ghost of Jupiter, apparently Ghost of Jupiter is better, significantly brighter than Owl Nebula, because I'm just gonna show you guys this. How can I show you guys this? So Ghost of Jupiter, I think these are great targets right now too, even though they're tiny, but they're beautiful. On the S50, they're really good. S50, highly recommend Ghost of Jupiter. Ghost of Jupiter is significantly brighter than Owl Nebula. Should have done that one, but that's okay. This is cool to do Owl Nebula right now. I don't regret doing Owl Nebula. Finally, we got something going. One stacked Feld on the... Oh yeah, that's okay. That's what I was saying earlier. Oh, Kellen just bought a coffee. Thank you for your donation and for buying me a coffee. Thank you, Kellen Bray. Shout out to Stealth, Jim Carter, Jetsy Girl, Kellen Bray for buying me a coffee. Stealth for also getting channel memberships for 5 people, for just giving that out to them for free. And shout out to all the channel members. Texas Arch Drone Guy, George Hansen, Craig Campbell, Pro CSV YouTube, Doug C, Jim Carter, Stealth, also channel member, Neon Blowfish, Ted Severns, Texas Arch Drone Guy as well, channel member. Oh, this is difficult, but a good target. On the dwarf, Penny is suggesting, so the parameters, the curves, left a little bit. Left or right? Gotcha, 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 Penny. I'm doing it. Doing it. Gotcha, thank you. Obviously, the Seestar is winning a bit. It's been stacking a little bit longer. Tankella, where are you watching from? Thanks for joining. Oh, you told me to do an S curve. Oh. Ooh. Did I kill it? Interesting, like from those curves I can see a little bit more red on the Owl Nebula, on the dwarf. But on here you can kind of see it too, a little bit on the outer, little bit red. Oh, that's interesting. Walter suggesting NGC 3628. Hamburger Galaxy. Oh, okay. I think that is a good target in Leo. I think that one is with Leo triplet, right? It's in the Leo triplet. That is a great target. Leo triplet is a good target, and Hamburger Galaxy is great. You know what? We've had no issues using Alt Azimuth, which is crazy. And I just think if it's not the best of nights, if it's a little windy, if it's not perfectly clear, nice, transparent, your scene condition, I'm just not gonna go through the EQ. I've tried EQ a lot though on the live streams, but this is not bad at all. We have 70 people on? What? Yeah, I guess somehow we were at 70. This is wild. Close to 70. Okay. Okay, guys. I'm gonna denoise. I'm gonna denoise this right now. I'm gonna denoise. 10 minutes. It hasn't even been stacking that long. Hold on. 4 stacks failed. No stacks failed on the dwarf. Not surprised. Not surprised. Hit that like button, guys. I know. How is this possible? I'm in shock about all the people watching tonight. What a great stream. All right. No stacks failed on the Dwarf Mini. Hasn't been stacking as long. And we're stopping it. We're AI denoising. Oh, stealth. You know, it's funny, stealth, you say this. So I ran a poll. On the community tab here in the Astro Room channel. And let me look at it again. What's the latest figures regarding this exact thing that you're saying? Oh. Okay, let's wait for Dwarf to be done. So I did a poll where I asked people, like I asked all of you guys, do you prefer me to do Seestar only live streams? Or do you want me... Oh, wow, you can see the galaxy. Guys, hold on. Hold that thought. You can see that. Can we see that on the... Can I see that on the Seestar? I haven't denoised. I have to denoise, but hold on 1 second. Okay, it's there. It's there. It's right here. It's right here. Let me brighten this up. Hold on. Why isn't it brightening up? Come on. There we go. Background looking a bit noisy though. Okay, Stellar Studio. Let's denoise. So going back to what you said, going back to what you were asking, I just ran that poll 4 days ago. And I asked people, do you prefer me to do only Seestar live streams, or do you want me to do Dwarf and Seestar side by side? And we had how many votes? I think 70? 72 votes. And most people, almost 70% of you said you want me to do Seestar and Dwarf side by side. Thought that was very interesting. So what do you guys... That's huge to me. When I heard that, I said, oh my goodness, they want me to do Seestar and Dwarf. What do you guys think? Those of you watching now here who didn't take the poll, even if you did, would you want me to keep focusing what I was doing before, which was all Seestar? Or do you want me to do these comparisons of Dwarf and Seestar? So only Seestar or Dwarf, and should I run that poll here? You can see the galaxy right there too. Okay, looks like the poll is pretty clear who the winner is already. Only 12 votes and almost 70 people on. Remember, the poll is completely anonymous. Like, nobody knows who's choosing what, and I don't even know who's choosing what. I can't see who's doing what, so feel free to. But so far, clearly the winner is you guys want me to do Dwarf and Seestar together. Yeah, that's interesting. I feel like it didn't the dark like the background not dark enough. I couldn't get that. So somebody had mentioned that they do like star correction, denoise, star removal, and then all of that in that order. I have not tried that. But yeah. Yes, there's a small galaxy to the left of Owl. You guys see it? Okay, I'm going to end the poll. Clear winner, 94% of you, 17 people voted, want me to do more lives of the Dwarf and the Seestar together. Wow. Adrian is saying next stream. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on the chat. There's so much going on. Do S50 versus Mini. Wow, what the most unfair comparison ever, but I do think the Stellar Studio will excel no matter what. There's just certain things that will just do better on the Dwarf. My favorite ever is going to always be the S50 because it was my first smart scope though. Love the comparisons according to Penny White. That's awesome. Dragon Boy wants both too. Wow. Oh, cool. Thanks, Brian. That's awesome. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, I think in this one, I agree with Don and Mr. Baker. I think Owl won on, as a matter of fact, I need to. And I think it's because it was able that this was darker and this had more, this could, what, is it still stacking? Or it stopped. I forget that it stops. The bonus on the Seestar is I believe it'll keep stacking in the background after you're doing AID noise, but this one does not. You can actually, oh, guys, so let me hide my camera. Let me see if I can find what I wanted to show. Hold on 1 second. Hide my camera. Do I need to hide my camera? That's where Owl Nebula is, above the roof. And did it stop tracking? I believe I have to stop tracking. This is what's really cool in Dwarf. I showed this, the Skyfinder. This is crazy cool. You can't tell me that that's not cool. Right? Here's the roof in the way. So if there's an object that's in the way, this is the labeling that I wish the Seestar had. So this is why I say both scopes, each scope excels in different ways. It's just they both have their things. I wish sometimes Dwarf had what the Seestar has, and I wish the Seestar had what the Dwarf had. Anyway, it is what it is. That's just the way it's going to be. But this is Owl Nebula. That's what we were looking at right there. We were looking at Surfboard Galaxy. That was Surfboard. We now know it was Surfboard Galaxy. Who somebody just said that? Somebody, I thought I saw somebody say that. Digital Dawn, M108, next to Owl. Thank you guys. Neon Blowfish. Oh my goodness, Kavik. You know how difficult it is for me to run 2 scopes? Imagine if I'm trying to run 3, but that would be fun. So this is a very cool thing. Like if something's in the way, it'll tell me, like, I'll know what not to image and what to image. Like this is too cool. And it'll, if it has several objects that are layered on top of each other or near each other, it'll, you know, just click on it and it'll show you. This is too cool. Oh, I wish I had a Dwarf 3. I do not. Cool, Jim. Thanks for the support, guys. That's cool. That's cool to know. I like knowing what you guys want me to do too. Penny, yes, that's true. But for somebody mentioned to me, I think it was last week or something, that they like to do one by one by one. One of all those steps in Stellar Studio, and for them it's resulted better for some reason, which I haven't tried. I know, Glimpse. It. Yes, Jim. I know. But I mean, the Seestar is like everything. Like I love the Seestars. That's what I was trying to ask, is what's going on with people, so many people complaining about the software with the Seestar. So many people complaining so many things, like I don't know what's going on. It's like a 50-50. I want to keep positive, but I don't know what's happening with people in forums all over the place. Like, what is going on that their Seestars are not working? I don't understand. I don't know. If you're having huge issues with your Seestar, please let us all know and what the issues are. I don't know what's going on. Yes, so that's what I had heard. I didn't believe it at all, Mr. Baker, until I started using the Dwarf. That's what I heard. So I have a feeling I don't know what Dwarf Lab is going to do for the next generation of their scope. Professional grade. They literally call it a professional grade next generation something scope. I don't know if that aperture is going to be 70 millimeters. The S50 Pro is going to be stuck behind. Like they need to jump to 70 ASAP. All the smart telescope companies just need to get going with these small packages and like nice size apertures or long aperture, nice focal lengths. Like, come on. You know, Don, yes, I don't know why people are having so many issues. I don't know what's going on with like finding objects, with tracking, with this and that. I don't know what's happening. Yeah. Maybe operator error. That's what I wanted to. And some people, I think it's nice when some people have completely admitted and like, oh, I moved it to a different part of the sky, my lens, and that was fine. No stacks failed. So sometimes you got to understand, like, it is light pollution. Like, for me, I already know some areas of my sky are just not going to work as well as northeast and south. East, northeast, east, and south are like the best for me. So you got to find out what areas of this. If you have a wide open sky and you can see everything beautiful, that's wonderful. I wish I had that. You know, but just you know, sometimes you just got to figure out what works at your location. Sometimes you might not have the best transparent above average scene condition every single night. It's just, you know, you just got to figure out what works. So for me, I know West has a lot of light pollution. It's really bad there, unless I'm getting a super bright nebula that's there, like Orion or something. But other than that, I avoid West almost at all costs when I'm live streaming. Tonight I did it. Ultimate test. I with these scopes tonight. But I knew Orion was up there, and it's going to be my last week or two to get it, and it's going to be gone until fall and winter. So I was like, let me try it. But yeah. There you go, Walter, since your last update. Guys, and do know, I am in no way being sponsored by any of these telescope companies to tell you guys anything. This is just me letting you know. Sorry, I keep looking that way. You see my eyes that way. My live chat is that way. I need to look at the camera, but like I always say, I have no sponsors. Nobody's telling me this, paying me to do this or that. My sponsors are you guys that subscribe, that like the channel, that hit the like button, and that show up every time for these streams, that watch my videos, that donate, that are channel members, that buy the Seestar covers, that get the astrolog. You know, you guys are my biggest supporters. Like, you guys are amazing. So, but yeah, just, you know, I'm just a girl in Bortle 8 skies and doing this thing here, you know? And yeah, so this is my honest, raw, real reviews of all this stuff. Mr. Baker, start saving pennies for let's do it. Oh, you just got, Our Lady got Seestar 30 Pro recently. Oh, that is cool. NGC 4490. Where is that? Oh, the Cocoon Galaxy. Vacuum Cleaner Galaxy. Look at all these great targets. Gotta love this. Sorry, I'm like not imaging right now anymore. I'm just like, I just want to keep chatting with you guys. Your regular S30 works great. Yeah, it just works. Like, come on. I think that's what it is, Stealth. Some people are like, when they have a firmware update, some stuff, I feel like I've experienced that maybe once or twice ever, where something else kind of went wonky a little bit, but nothing that I felt killed the hobby for me. Like, people are like, I'm no longer I'm returning everything and I'm never doing this again. I mean, I think that's so extreme. But, you know, I don't know. I'm not, I literally wish I could be on with these people and like log into their, you can remote control the Dwarf, like log in and like see what they're doing. I mean, the Seestar, and see what's going on. What are these issues that keep happening? Like, I just want to do like a one-on-one with them and be like, what's going on, you know? But why would I do that? But I'm just saying, like, yeah. Jim, you know, Have you noticed when you have the rejected subs? So it's like we just saw like over 100 subs not failing, and then all of a sudden it starts failing. Like I just don't know. Was it more windy for me at that moment? There's just so many variables. So many variables. The Astro log, let me send you the link. It's right there in the QR code. It's to track your imaging sessions. I'll just send the link real quick on here if you want to check it out. Did I send it? Okay. Check out the Astro log, AV. Solid tripod, yeah. Absolutely. I do notice that's a difference too. I have my Dwarf on a crazy solid tripod right now. It's the tripods that hold the Celestron Origins and the Celestron Nextstar 8SE, like the big ones, the big boys. And I need those steady tripods because I have a lot of wind gusts almost every single night. It's crazy out here. What is going on with baseball lights? Thanks, Jetsy girl. That's I'm trying, and you guys make it work for me too. You guys are so awesome. This community's great. Thank you guys so much. We're going to end it for the night. It's been 2 hours. Had a great, absolutely great night. No, it's not yearly. You can use it forever. Not a subscription. You can use it forever, forever, and ever, and ever, and ever. I just only have the 2026 moon calendar there, but it's okay. For now, it's only 2026 moon calendar, but you can use it forever. It's the same thing I was using. Oh, I lost it. I just had it up. But yeah, oh, this is funny. I lost my thing. Where is it? This is the astrolog. Wait, can you see it? Can you see it? There you go. You can track your sessions here. And write your, see what worked and see what didn't every night. Your settings, your sky tonight. You can add your image too, upload your file. And it has your deep space objects for the month, recommended deep. I created this, and you can actually, this can work offline too. It'll sync once you get back online. Making sure you guys can see this. But yeah, it has your deep space objects for the month. It has your sky calendar. You can track your hardware, how many filters, dew shields you have, all that kind of stuff, what kind of telescopes you have, how many, your expense budget. You can track your expense budget of all your astro gear. Have all kinds of stuff on here. A wish list, add your wish list, what you want to buy, customize it. Has your Messier checklist as well, where you can upload your images, keep track of all your 110 objects that you're getting throughout the year. That's the astrolog. Thank you to everyone who's already gotten it. It's far exceeded my expectations. It's blowing my mind. Neck and neck with the Seestar covers. Like, can't believe it. Thanks, Adrian. Image for 5 hours. Stealth. That is insane. Wow, what do you know? What object were you imaging? Jetsy girl, let us know what new gaming PC you got. Thank you. I hope you love the Astrolog when you get it. Level up your sessions with the Astrolog. I think you'll love it. I've had great reviews and feedback on it. Someone recommending a tripod, I believe. Oh, Pac-Man. Yes. Wow. That's, yes. I would need probably a lot of hours on that too. You know what? Guys, before I end this, let me, hold on, because if this is still going in the background. Yes, it is. This is where Seestar excels. I'm telling you, both of them are different. It's still been stacking, but I'm going to denoise again because it's been stacking this whole time I've been talking. So, hey, Fitzmichael, I'm going to denoise one more time before we finish. So I wish the Dwarf had this, where I stopped to denoise the image or Stellar Studio the image, and it was still stacking in the background. It doesn't have that. You know? It is what it is. Let's denoise this again. One more time. Oh, I should have checked. Wait, cancel. How many stacks? 30 minutes? 174 stacks? Ignored 4. Okay, ignored 4 for whatever reason. Don't know why. Who knows? What's my wind? Let me refresh my weather app. My wind has gone down 1 mile per hour since I started streaming. It's 8 miles per hour now. But perfectly clear skies. The temperature's been dropping too, getting a little cooler outside. Does that affect it? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Buster's recommending the Inral F20 fluid head. Oh, is that the one I did the review on? Is that the one I did a review on? The field rotation definitely there. Look at this, guys. I wish the Dwarf would have kept stacking. Look at this. This is even better. This is even better. This is a beauty. This is great. This is, I need to download this before I lose it, and I can put it in my log. Inral F20. Whoa, AV, really? The Astrolog or the Dwarf Mini? That's wild. Cool. I wish it would drop the subs. Man, you know what? The Surfboard Galaxy looks even better right now. Can I zoom in more? Guys, this is beautiful. What a beauty. Oh my goodness, a real pro right here. Jetsy girl. Xbox for gaming, gaming PC for Astro image processing. I know. It is what it is. It is what it is. But you know, if I wanted to AI denoise, it stops stacking. What can I do? What can I do? Owl Nebula is right there. All right, guys. Thank you, everyone, for the live stream. This was awesome. Thank you, everyone who donated tonight. Had an absolute blast. It was a great stream. It is officially 10:15 p.m. It's been 2 hours. 10:15 p.m. Pacific time. Those of you watching still from the East Coast, wild, because it's like 1 a.m. over there. Amazing. I did a review on the other tripod head. Thank you for helping my failed memory. I'm literally checking right now. Evumo tripod head. Hold on. Inaural tripod head F20 is one that I recommend. I'm literally looking up my own review. Inaural F20. And then the other one. It's actually unavailable, the Evumo, but the Inaural F20 is the next one that I recommend. That I put on there. I'm going to chat it on there. Where's the chat? Where's the chat? Lost the chat. Thanks, everyone. Good night, or have a good rest of your day. Have a great week. I'm going to download this Owl Nebula before I go to another one. Upload it. Brian, join my, it depends on the weather. Please join my Discord to know when my next live stream is, or follow me on Instagram. I always let people know 24 hours in advance or so, or 12 hours in advance whenever I'm going to do a live stream. I will hit up those links right now. I'll throw them in there. My Discord community, I let everyone know when I'm live streaming again. I also let people know on my stories on Instagram. I'd say 12 or 24 hours in advance. I also try to schedule the streams on YouTube around 12 to 24 hours in advance. Thanks, everyone.